An LNK file, a Windows shortcut, records the full path of every file you opened. Even if the file is deleted, the volume serial number of the drive it was on, even if that USB was unplugged years ago, the NetBIOS name of the network share, even if the share is gone. Windows creates an LNK file automatically every time a user opens a file, and Shellbags, and jump lists, and the recycle bin, and Thumbcache. Every action a user takes leaves an artifact. The forensic examiner who knows where to look knows everything. Chrome, the most used browser on the planet. Profile location, local app data /Google /Chrome /user data /default. Most artifacts are SQLite databases. Query with SQLite browser or forensic tools. History, file named history. Visited URLs, timestamps, visit count, typed flag. Also contains downloads in the downloads table. Cookies at network /cookies. Session cookies and persistent cookies. Login data, saved usernames and encrypted passwords. Bookmarks, JSON file. Web data, autofill data, search terms, form data. Shortcuts, typed URLs and searches. Autocomplete history, extensions, installed browser extensions. And the critical timestamp note, Chrome uses WebKit format. Microseconds since January 1st, 1601. To convert, divide by 1 million, subtract 11,644,473,600. You get a Unix timestamp, Firefox, profile at AppData Mozilla Firefox profiles, history and bookmarks in places.sqlite, MOZ places and MOZ history visits tables, cookies, cookies.sqlite, form history, formhistory.sqlite, logins, logins.json, pluskey4.db, encrypted passwords, session store, sessionstore.jsonlz4, current or last session, Microsoft Edge, Chromium based since Edge 79, same structure as Chrome under local app data Microsoft Edge, legacy Edge and Internet Explorer, webcache v01.dat, stored at local app data Microsoft Windows webcache, ESE database, extensible storage engine, not SQLite, different tool required. Safari, at the user library Safari directory, history.db, downloads.plist, tools, browser history examiner, hindsight for Chromium, autopsy modules, nearsoft browsing history view, magnet axiom, FTK, encase, LNK files, Windows shortcut files, created automatically by Windows when a user opens a file, locations to check, app data roaming Microsoft Windows recent, app data roaming Microsoft Office recent, desktop shortcuts, pinned taskbar items, contents you need to know, target file path, full path to the accessed file even if the file is deleted, file size, at time of access, MAC timestamps, of the target file at time of access and of the LNK file itself, volume serial number, identifies which volume the target was on, volume label, drive label, like USB_drive, NetBIOS name, host name of the system where the target resided, MAC address, of the network interface, older versions, drive type, fixed, removable, or network. LNK files prove a specific file was accessed and tie that access to a specific USB or network share. Parse with LECMD from Eric Zimmerman, jump lists, a Windows 7 and later feature, shows recently accessed files and tasks associated with each application. Right-click a taskbar icon, that pop-up menu. 2 types, AutomaticDestinations. At AppData Microsoft Windows, recent AutomaticDestinations, created automatically, CustomDestinations. At AppData Microsoft Windows, recent CustomDestinations, created by applications for pinned items. File name format, appid.automaticdestinations-ms. The app ID is a 16-character hex identifier for the application. Contents: recent files opened by a specific application, timestamps of access, file paths, pinned items, can reveal external drive paths or network paths, parse with JLECMD from Eric Zimmerman, comprehensive CSV output, or jump list explorer for GUI. Autopsy has built-in parsing. Recycle bin, Windows Vista, and later structure. When a file is deleted through Windows Explorer, not Shift Delete, it goes to the recycle bin. Two files are created: $I file, metadata about the deleted file; $R file, actual file content. Renamed copy, the $I file contents. File signature 0x010000. Original file size. Deletion, timestamp, date and time the file was deleted. Original file path, full original path of the deleted file. Location, $recycle.bin/sid/. Per user folder identified by the user's SID. Correlate SID to username with wmic user account get name SID. Forensic significance. Proves a specific file existed and was deleted. Provides the original full path and the deletion timestamp. Files bypassing recycle bin, shift delete, large files, command line del, leave no $I or $R trace. Parse with RB-CME from Eric Zimmerman. Shellbags. Registry keys that record Windows Explorer folder navigation history, which folders a user browsed, in what order, and display preferences. Critically, records folder access even if the folder no longer exists, including folders on deleted USB drives or deleted directories. Locations to know: ntuser.dat at Software Microsoft Windows, Shellbag MRU and bags. Folder navigation from desktop, computer network. usrclass.dat at local settings, Software Microsoft Windows, Shellbag MRU and bags. More comprehensive, includes network and removable drives. Always examine both NTUSER and USR class shellbags for full browsing history. Timestamps within shellbag keys record when the folder was first and last accessed. Can prove a user browsed specific network shares or external drive directories that are no longer accessible. Parse with Shellbags Explorer from Eric Zimmerman, GUI, or SBE-CMD for command line CSV output. Thumbcache and MRU lists. Thumbcache, Windows stores thumbnail previews of images, videos, documents, location, local app data, Microsoft Windows Explorer. Files named thumbcache_size.db. Sizes 1632, 96, 256, 1024. Forensic significance. The thumbnail of an image survives even after the original file is deleted. Proves the file was present and viewed. May recover thumbnail previews of incriminating images that are gone from disk. Parse with Thumbcache Viewer. Extracts thumbnails as PNG, then MRU lists most recently used, distributed across the registry. Recent docs at NTUSER Software Microsoft Windows Current Version Explorer Recent docs. All recently accessed files by extension. OpenSave MRU at ComDLG32 OpenSave PIDL MRU. Files opened or saved via Open and Save dialogues. Typed URLs. At Software Microsoft Internet Explorer, typed URLs. URLs manually typed in, i.e. Run MRU commands typed in the Run dialog. Win+R. Each one a forensic goldmine when correlated with timestamps. Browser artifacts in SQLite databases. LNK files proving file access. Jump lists per application. Recycle bin $I and $R. Shellbags proving folder navigation. Thumbcache surviving deletion. Memorize the file names and the registry paths. The exam will quiz you on exact locations. Domain 6 is complete, the most tested domain in CHFI. Next up, Domain 7, Linux and macOS Forensics. Objective 7.1 starts with Linux /var/log/proc bash history cron jobs ext4, the other half of the operating system world that every modern forensic examiner has to know.